ready, MP. Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
Fans live for games like this one.
Here we go, MP. You know you can do it. We still have tickets available for upcoming home games. Simply visit your nearest ticket booth or go to our website to get yours today. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Challenger Day. What's better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, Bulldog, and the Cavalier Girls? Well, folks, be certain to be here for the upcoming game where we're giving away a free Cavalier headband. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word CAVS along with your issue and seat location to 55.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
One thing to keep in mind is a storyline tonight. MP, as you may know, wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. And to do that, you've got to show up every single night in this league.
Yeah, MP has certainly made his mark on D. The biggest thing I've noticed, the effort he puts in. He doesn't lose focus, plays hard. He's always played under control. That's a kind of cool confidence that can really rattle shooters.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Thunder. Jalen Williams is out there with Morris. Then there's Edey. And it's Blunt in at the shooting guard. The wide open look here for Garland. His three-pointer's off the mark. Williams scanning the floor. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Blunt passes to Williams. All sorts of time. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Pass to Thunder. Williams, a screen on Garland. Thunder. And the three off target.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And here's Garland for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
Thunder passes to Morris, and the basket is good. Morris has got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Williams passes to Thunder. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Thunder. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Connect. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Edey with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Blunt gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside, Martin. Garland with the screen for Martin. Pass to Connect. The Cavaliers with another miss. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Blunt. The layup off target. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Connect. No good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Pass to Morris. Memphis moving it around. Here is Williams. Here's Blunt. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
Pass to Edey. Here's Thunder. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Garland. Loads it up there for Mobley. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Martin. Williams passes to Blunt. Here's Thunder. Pass to Blunt. Clock at 6. Mobley with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
He was all alone on that one. Garland's got 11 points.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Look at Thunder, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
You have to keep in mind, a lot of those shots are coming from the perimeter. To have that kind of field goal percentage from the point guard spot is pretty amazing.
The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Blunt. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. Now Connect. No scoring in this one. Pass to Mobley for the 3. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Bledsoe for three. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Stolen by Bledsoe. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Connect. Morris with the block. Pushing it up. Poked loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hood Schifino's checked in, and Memphis making a change here. Body's checked in. Here's Kalmuski. A 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis leading by 6. And there's the drive. Bledsoe with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Thunder. Garland with it. He's got 11. Pass to Hood Schifino. And the rejection by Jackson. To the left wing. Here's Roddy. It's good from long range. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows.
Nabbing another steal.
And he's been piling up the steals all season long.
Getting close to 4th on the single-season steals list. Grizzlies. He's checked in for Garland. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Here's Thunder. Ingram passes to Thunder. Pulls up from the corner, and that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Ingram is out there with Williams. Then there's Blunt, and it's Thunder, and it's Edey in at the 5, down low.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Phoenix was outstanding. He tallied 50 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. 8 points his last outing. Martin from outside connects from 3-point range. Martin's got 5 points so far.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Ingram passes to Thunder. Pass to Edey. Memphis moving it around. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. Fires from 18. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Grizzlies. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
When I look at Memphis,
Their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Bledsoe finds Garland. And here's Martin. Down low. Stolen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Now, here's Garland. 11 points in the game. This one for 3. Rebound by Williams.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Garland. And it's blocked. Here's Thunder. The kick out to Williams. Fires for 3. They get it back. Ingram wide open. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got a pair of triples in the second now for Memphis.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to connect. Back to Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garland's got 14 points for the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Pass to connect. Kicks it out to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
For 3, Ingram. Bledsoe with the rebound. Cleveland's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Martin.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Thunder. Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. The 3 from Garland. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Garland's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Cleveland. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Pass to Blunt. There's a screen. Drills it from outside. He's got 15.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Now Martin, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. The three from Garland. Buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got 20 points.
Big night for Darius Garland. He's been a headache for the defense.
Here's Blunt. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. This, of course, their first opportunity. And so we wrap up the first half. Grizzlies out in front. Up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Darius Garland is out there with Connect. Then it's Martin. Then it's Evan Mobley. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. And it's Thunder missing. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Garland, that's for 2. The Grizzlies pull it in. Into the lane. Here's Blunt. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
From outside the arc, the Grizzlies pull it in. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams attacking.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. The Cavaliers shooting 43% from the floor. Outside, Martin. Pass to Mobley. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Here's Connect. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And here's Garland for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
there's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Picked his pocket. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he
Look out! Strong finish.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. Garland kicks to Mobley. Pass to connect to end the run. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Morris passes to Thunder. Outside Williams. Memphis moving it around. Here's Thunder. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And he gets it to go. Edey's got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Jalen Williams. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 6 points a night, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to connect. Mobley, a screen on Morris. Connect. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Garland with it. Williams picks him up. Outside for Bledsoe. No good on the three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely. Pass to Bledsoe. From deep. Garland, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Blunt. Here's Thunder. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bledsoe. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 12 points for Williams. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now connect. 11 points in the game. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by Williams.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the paint, here's Edey. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game. Now Cleveland shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Garland kicks to Mobley. Pass to Connect. They could use a bucket. And the layup is good. Connect's got 13.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Out to Morris. Here's Edey. Here's Blunt. Banked in off the glass. Blunt's got 24.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
So timeout called here, but first for Memphis. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Good Schifino's checked in. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can...
He's making some changes here. Here's Hood Schifino. Out to the right wing. Connect with it. Pass to Hood Schifino. Now Mobley. Over Edey. Count that one for Mobley.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Weber. Thunder is out there with Blunt. Then there's Edey. And it's Roddy in at the 4. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Here's Hood Schifino. Drops in the tray.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Roddy the pass to Thunder. Teardrop shot. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Hero, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Here's Hood Schifino. Pass to Connect. Mobley sets the pick for Connect. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Thunder passes to Weber. And rebounded by Connect. Connect's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hero with it. Now guarded by Thunder. Mobley a screen on Weber. Connect. No good.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Mobley outside. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fan might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Edey, and it's Vassell in for Blunt. Thunder passes to Vassell. Memphis moving that ball around. Bangs home the trifecta. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Garland dishes to Mobley. Back to Garland. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Garland's got 31.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Pass to Thunder. Back to Vassell. Mobley with the block. Harden against Weber. Mobley with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes.
To the wing right side. Connect. No good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Thunder. Jackson, a screen on Garland. And it's Thunder missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Martin on the wing, covered by Vassell. Mobley is screened. Garland kicks to Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Inside, Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Garland surveying the D from outside off the mark. It's stolen by Martin. Good D by Weber. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Garland for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
So what time is it? It is time to start talking about MP as the defensive player of the year. Night after night, battle after battle, his team comes out on top, and he is the tip of the spear.
Poison tip.
Poison is right, Russ. Inject just a little bit of MP in the other team's offense, and bam, bam, bam.
System failure, baby.
System failure, whatever that means.
It's a computer thing.
Of course it is, sure. Whatever. The point is, MP is a beast on defense.
Okay, so you both played. You were both, shall we say, defensively oriented. Yeah? What do you see in MP that's so special on that side of the ball?
Are you saying we couldn't shoot?
Yeah, he's saying we couldn't shoot, Russ. And to be fair, I'm not going to take that bait, but you couldn't shoot.
What you mean I couldn't shoot? Shooting was the one thing that I did best. What I couldn't do was play defense. But coming from a guy who averaged 7 points a game, even when you got decent minutes, I don't want to hear it, Jalen.
8.2 points per game
Exactly.
in 2014.
Exactly.
But to answer Toby's question, what's special about MP is his mentality.
Right.
He isn't just smart or sound. He is a selfless defender. Everything he does is with an eye on the final score, not the box score, mind you. That's a Defensive Player of the Year material, and as a former defensive demon myself, I know a beast when I see one.
Yeah! System failure.
Huh?
System,
Oh, the computer thing, yeah.
You earned that one.